One thing is for sure, Michael Saylor is going to go down in the history books. However, it will either be for executing one of the best trades of a lifetime or as one of the biggest investing blunders in history. And of course, we're talking about Bitcoin. He is still one of the biggest Bitcoin whales there is, and by a massive margin. Now, many people would be happy just to be a whole coiner, and that is owning one of the 21 million Bitcoin. However, Michael Saylor owns a cool 140,000 of them. Now, recently he was speaking with Bloomberg covering a number of topics, including a huge bomb dropped saying that Bitcoin's logical next step will be to do a 100x. And so in this video, we'll cover the 3 best highlights, including how Microstrategy has been able to grow over 100% this year, where Bitcoins only manage 60. Then, in every bull run, a new sub-industry seems to pop up. We've had NFTs, we've had DeFi, we've had stablecoins. So in the next bull run, what's going to be the next big thing? And then we'll finish up with why he believes the logical next step for Bitcoin is by doing a 100x. Okay, so first up, credit where credit's due. Microstrategy's stock has been an excellent performer this year, and it's up almost double that of the underlying asset Bitcoin. So how has he been able to massively outperform Bitcoin?
Well, we're an operating company, so we have a profitable software business, and so we can sweep the cash flows of our software business into Bitcoin. Our aim is to allow institutional investors to get Bitcoin exposure, but without charging them a fee and generating a yield when we can. And because we're able to tap the debt markets, we're able to issue debt. We're also able to refinance or pay back our debt, like when we retired our Silvergate loan earlier this year. We're able to issue equity when it's accretive. We're able to purchase Bitcoin with cash flows when it's accretive. So those are flexibilities you have as an operating company. If you're an SEC 40 company like an ETP or like Grayscale as a trust, you can't really do those things. And I mean, the result is, yeah, coin is up 55% this year to date. MicroStrategy is up 92% this year to date.
Now, in every bull market cycle, there seems to be the birth of a brand new sub-industry. Now, initially, it was the coins and tokens themselves. In the next run, DeFi exploded onto the scene. Then the next one, we had NFTs exploding onto the scene and stablecoins, etc. So the question is, what is going to be the next big sub-industry that's massively in demand in the next bull run? Well, it is in fact something I've mentioned on here a couple of times before, as the banks are itching to get their slice of the pie.
Well, I think that there's a massive need for exchanges to help people acquire Bitcoin and custody Bitcoin, especially as the pension funds, the insurance companies, the banks, the institutional investors get into the space. Companies like Grayscale need to have a custodian. So I see a lot of bullish things for Bitcoin on the horizon. I think the accounting treatment, the upcoming halving, the explosion in that rate, and also the clarity that has come out of the SEC of late is actually laying the foundation for the next bull run. And there is a place for crypto exchanges to help people buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, custody Bitcoin. And I don't think that's going away. I think that's going to be a great business.
And so it's crypto custody that I also predicted will probably be the next big thing. And it's probably also why Gary Gensler is being so anti-crypto. He's probably just trying to buy time for the big banks and institutions so they they can begin their own offering. And if you saw BlackRock's recent Bitcoin ETF application, very interestingly, they have decided to use Coinbase. And this is going to make the Coinbase SEC court case very interesting. Okay, and to finish up, Michael Saylor also made a very big claim saying that the logical next step for Bitcoin will be a 100x.
So now I think that the public is beginning to realize that Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. The next logical step is for Bitcoin to 10x from here and then 10x again. So eventually I have confidence that the crypto exchanges will come around to realizing that Bitcoin really is the dominant asset in this space. And their business models are fine when Bitcoin goes up by a factor of 10. And, we can see that the dominance of Bitcoin in the crypto economy, as measured by coin market cap, has moved from 40 to 48% this year alone. But I think that as the stable coins and the tokens go away, that long-term dominance is headed for 80%. And I think what you got to remember is the reason that we don't have mega institutional money flowing into this space is confusion and anxiety. When that disappears, you're going to see mega amounts of money flow into space, and the business models will be just fine focused on Bitcoin.
One thing is for sure, Michael Saylor is going to be going down in the history books as either a massive legend or as a massive blunder. However, credit where credit's due, he committed 100% into something that he truly believes in. Well, not actually 100%, but 140,000%. His company, Microstrategy, has been able to massively outperform Bitcoin this year by being able to sweep business cash flows into Bitcoin, give corporations easy regulated Bitcoin exposure without any fees. He says when pension funds, insurance companies, banks, and institutional investors all get involved, there's going to be a massive need for crypto custody. And finally, he says when this all happens, the logical next step for Bitcoin will be a 10x followed by another 10x. And when that happens, what do we get? A 100x. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now tell me, do you think Bitcoin can do a 100x? For me, I personally prefer to be a bit more conservative. Let's do a nice 10x and then take things from there. But let me know what you think below. And for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. And a big thank you to everyone who does. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.